here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Heineke to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first down, right back to Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 14 yards out. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. Complete to Hilton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
6-0 our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold. Yep. He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Gets around him. This time a spin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Forced out to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 38. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Escaping the pressure right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They'll try to run with Gibson. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On the ground with a tight end. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Taylor Heineke in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The final shot before half for Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's taken down inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Heineke. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
3rd and short yardage. Heineke dancing to his left. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Push him back. Push him back. 49. 49 the mic. 49 the mic. You're trapped. You're trapped. Check. Hawk 70.
And they'll try to throw now. Heineke eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now Wentz on third down. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To throw is Heineke. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Heineke. Now they go screen. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Heineke. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Heineke now. That's Samuel, caught left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing. Heineke. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Heineke. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Go. 20. Here we go. Hey, empty. Oh, that pump.
One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way.